Now let's try getting a better sense of what must be going through the minds of those who survived, those who went through this traumatic experience, as well as the mental and physical status of the families of the missing. Dr. Renzo Mattei joins us live via Skype from Naples, Italy. He is a medical doctor and vice president of the International Disaster Medicine Association. Dr. Renzo Mattei, thank you for joining us.
Thank you to you for your invitation.
Right. The focus in this country has largely been so far on the accident itself and search and rescue operations, but also critical are the psychological status of those who survived this tragic accident. Now, we have already seen suicides by those who survived this ordeal. Now, based on your medical expertise and experience, what are they going through and what should be done for them?
Well, I think you touched a very important and sensitive argument, because this is one of the most debated within the medical international community. So the psychological aspects of such huge disaster are very important. One of the topic is to try to prevent, not only in the survival, but also in all family personally involved in such a disaster, what we call the post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a very important psychiatric disease that could begin chronic, and in this phase, so within the 1-2 weeks from the disaster, is of utmost importance to try to prevent which kind of individual may develop in the future such very important syndrome that could lead to a very high disability in these persons.
Right, and I think the authorities here, medical authorities, are doing all they can to prevent that. Now, also of concern at this point, Dr. Mattei, is the quickly deteriorating health conditions of the families of the missing. Now, they have been camping out at an auditorium nearby the accident site for a week now, undergoing unimaginable amount of stress. How should they be looked after?
So the important thing is to have not only a pre-planned psychological team to be employed very rapidly on the spot, but also to educate, to prepare rescue team, firefighters, police, every kind of personnel involved in the operation, and also the families, so that the disease could be prevented, it could be treated as soon as possible, directly on the spot.
Right,
so
surely so. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now, Dr. Mattei, the general public here in Korea has been following news of this ferry tragedy, many in disbelief, sadness, anger, and despair. Now, I know that in Italy, the Italians went through a similar ordeal back in 2012 after the Costa Concordia accident. Now, what do we need to do as a nation to overcome this experience and really move forward?
Yes, you're right. Just more than 2 years ago, we had this disaster off the coast of Tuscany in the Giglio Island. Although the proportion is not comparable to the disaster in South Korea. We had 38 dead, but the impact not only on the environmental aspect, but also for legal, social, and organizational aspects are still continuing in Italy. As I told you earlier, I think that government and all kind of national and international organizations focused on the disaster medical management and management in the large sense are to implement as soon as possible pre-planned organizational procedure to be implemented on the spot depending on the gravity and the impact of the situation ongoing.
Right,
So
all right, right. Definitely so. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Renzo Mattei from Naples, Italy. He is the Vice President of the International Disaster Medicine Association Federation. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you. Thank you.